I know you hate these long yardage situations, but you really have to get this one.
Johnson gets another carry. He fires forward to about the 49. 3-yard gain for the running back. 3rd and long here. They'll be forced to convert on 3rd down once again if they hope to keep this drive going. Palmer drops back, looking for a receiver. Screen play. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. They'll line it up for a very long field goal attempt. This will be a 57-yard attempt. Kick is up. It's got the distance. That's a tough miss. You rely on your kicker to come through for you when he's called upon. The guy starts missing a few. Not only does it hurt his confidence, but it also hurts the coaches. You have to wonder if they might just start going for it if this guy continues to miss like that. So the score is still the Bengals 7, the Vikings nothing. They'll give it off here. Tackle at the 49-yard line. A pickup of about 3. That'll bring up 2nd down. Cincinnati brings in the nickel here. Go the man in motion. And they're coming after him. And it's caught. And they get him at the 39-yard line. He got that one in there for the 1st down, didn't he?
He really did. And when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
He looks to throw on 1st down. He's there for the catch. Wade picks up 2 yards with that grab. 2nd down and 8. One-man backfield. Here's the give. Dropped behind the line. Well, they wind up in reverse that time. Good push for the defense.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Drops back to pass. And he caught it. He's tackled at about the 19-yard line. A decent gain there on that pass.
Yeah, a little timing route there, and you really have to have faith as a quarterback to get that ball out of your hand quickly if you're going to play with that kind of touch on the ball.
He drops back. He decides to run. He's brought down around the 16-yard line, and they picked up 4 yards on the scramble. They line up in the I formation. Jackson has completed every pass on this drive. And that was a huge rush he was facing.
I'm not sure there was much he could do there. I'm not even sure he saw those guys coming. I'll tell you what, though, if they don't start doing a better job protecting up front, it's going to be a long day for this quarterback.
The Bengals line up with 6 defensive backs. Jackson sends a guy in motion to the right. Throws a bullet. Lack of concentration as it bounces away. Incomplete pass to bring up 4th down. We're probably looking at a field goal attempt right here.
Yeah, 4th and long, really no choice in the matter here. I think they'll go for 3.
The set down. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Here's the kick. It's fielded at the 2. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Back to pass. There's a flag on the play. Makes the reception. And this one looks like it's going to come back. That penalty will move them back a bit.
That's just sloppy play there. You have to be able to concentrate in these situations. You're just giving away yardage.
He's looking to throw. Looking for an open man. And the receiver has room to run. And you won't see the coaching staff complaining about that.
Yeah, coaching staffs generally don't complain about it too much when they have a quarterback that has the leadership qualities and the arm strength and the ability that this guy has.
Johnson gets about a yard on the play. Johnson is the deep back as they line up in the eye. And they get him around the 44-yard line. And that was a nice pickup to get the first.
As a former wide receiver, I never liked running the football ever. I thought it should be banned from the game. But when you can run it like that, well, it's sure easy to make those calls.
On the run, he throws it. Tight coverage, and it's picked off. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see it, and he threw it right there.
He drops back to pass. And he catches it. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play.
Yeah, really a nice route that time. One of the keys to playing wide receiver is the ability to not only get into cuts, but to get out of the cuts. That time, very explosive coming out of that cut, and it made the difference.
On play action. And the defender intercepts it. Nice pick for the safety.
You can see the quarterback that time trying to look the safety off, but this safety is simply too smart. He is having none of it and jumped in front to make the interception.
He's under a heavy rush. And he's dragged down for the sack.
Look for the open guy out there and get it to him quickly.
The Vikings line up with a nickelback. Homer drops back to pass. Into traffic, and it's picked off. To the 20. To the 10. Brought down at the 4. And that one will now make 2 interceptions he's thrown in this first half.
Not exactly the way he was hoping to start this football game, but plenty of time still remains. He can get himself right back on track.
Peterson takes it up the middle.
I just love seeing what Adrian Peterson has become. And in this league, you have to be a complete player to be a star. And he's become an every down back. It's not enough for him to just create big, long runs. He's blocking better. He's running between the tackles better. A legitimate superstar.
Minnesota holds a field goal lead. The kick is away. From the 7. Drops back. He needs to make a decision. Great open field tackle. And he just couldn't get it going after making the catch.
No, but sometimes as a receiver, the quarterback will make the wrong read and throw it to you anyway. And you give him that look going back to the huddle. You know that look?
He drops back to pass. Here's the pass. Tackled around the 48-yard line. Marion gains 7 yards with the catch. That'll make it 3rd down. Single back formation, 3 wide receivers. Cincinnati tightens their coverage. Throws the bullet to the left. Knocked out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. that time on the pass.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
Gives to the tailback. Flag on the play. And I have a feeling this one's coming back. Holding. And that one will move the ball back.
Come on, offense. It's time to wake up out there. You can't give away yardage in this game.
Back to throw. With the pass. Hall has the interception. And he's defeated at the 36-yard line. The defense now has 2 interceptions in the game.
Really a nice play on the ball that time. It's so much fun to watch these athletes in the secondary breaking so quickly and making these interceptions.
There for the catch. He's dropped at the 33-yard line. And that play could have easily gone for 6.
And when you start to hit a couple of big pass plays, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. They no longer feel quite as brave coming up and defending those short passes.
Looks down the field. The pass falls incomplete. Just an awful pass to the quarterback.
And what makes it worse is he had a guy wide open on the play. In this league, you don't see that very often.
Palmer is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers. He needs to get the pass off. Brings it in. And they get him at the 22.
There's no question that when you talk about the classic drop-back pocket passers, Carson Palmer is right there at the top of the list with the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Bradys. This guy is just going to get better and better. He is a franchise quarterback that I believe will win multiple Super Bowls before he's done.
It's good. Pretty good kick that time, and he drives it home for 3 points. Nice job. The first half comes to a close with our score all tied up.
Thanks. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the first half.